So I had the most amazing dream this morning, actually. I didn't go to sleep till like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I had it this morning. And I want to share it with you all. It was absolutely, absolutely wonderful. So in this dream, I started off in this, what I knew, some things you know instantly when you have these dreams. Anybody that has dreams, and many people have been having dreams, because God is pouring out His Spirit on all flesh. So many of you all will understand that some things you just know instantly. So in this dream, it started off, and I was with these people, and they were dressed with like this, what's on the screen. Like we all had our flesh, but we had on this uniform that had like this robotic look to it, like what you see on the screen. And I knew instantly that we were not on earth. We were not in heaven. We were on another planet. I knew that instantly. We were on another planet. And these people that I was with were angels. And these angels were training me. And I knew instantly that it was other trainings that were going on in other places. And okay, so as they're training me, they walked me to the training spot, and they told me that they wanted me to go down. Okay, it was this huge, giant black train, and that looks similar to the one on the screen, but it was bigger and probably blacker. I don't know. It's like no words on it, and it was just black. And right on the side of the train, like on the ground, it was this gap that was probably about, I want to say that this gap was probably about a good, maybe 2 feet. Let me think, how big is 2 feet? Yeah, probably about 2 feet or a little bit less. And they wanted me to go down into this gap. The gap was on the floor. It was in between, because I knew that the train had been sitting there for a while, was out of service. And they wanted me to go down this gap between, it was a gap in the ground between the train and the ground. The ground was like this whitish looking sand, like what you see on the screen right now. It looked very similar to this. And there was a gap in the ground between the train and this ground. And I knew that ground, even though I'm calling it sand, but I knew that was the dirt on this planet. The dirt was this color. So anyway, they wanted me to go down that gap. So I looked down the gap, and it was pitch black down there. And I was like, ooh, I don't want to go down there. But then all of a sudden, I just fell down there by myself. And I do not like bugs. So I started thinking, ooh, it's going to be bugs down here. It was all dark and creepy looking. And so I began to like rub all of myself. So I'm thinking I got bugs. And then I realized it was just the sand from the wall and the dirt when I fell down, this like white sandish dirt. And so it wasn't any bugs, and it was no bugs at all. And another thing too, it was no planets in this part of the world that I was in. I didn't see the whole entire planet, but the part of it where I was at, I didn't see any bugs, any animals at all. So anyway, and it was just a place maybe God is using for training. I don't know. So anyway, fell down there, and it was really dark, and what they wanted me to do was go through and make it through to the other side, and I didn't want to do it because I was like, it's creepy down there. So anyway, I fell down there, and I was forced to do it because I couldn't climb back out because it was really, really steep, and I fell all the way down. I noticed that I was not hurt at all. And in this dream, I could also feel the environment. The environment was absolutely perfect weather. And, we had on all this gear and everything, but I wasn't hot. I wasn't cold. It was absolutely perfect. And so I knew I had to make it through. So I just said, I'll forget it. I'm by myself. It was, I kind of felt like something out of Hunger Games or something. But, like the maze they went on, I think in one of them, it's been so long since I watched something like that. But anyway, so I went through, and the whole time I was going through this maze, it was really narrow. I want to say, like, again, it was a little less than 2 feet. It was really, really narrow. Like, you couldn't, so if you was claustrophobic or anything like that, I mean, it's completely a test because I knew they were training me. So I don't like, you know, being real tight. I don't like being real dark. And it was really dark. It was like pitch black almost. Like the only light that came in was a light from above. And so it wasn't much light because I was pretty far down. And it was, you know, it was pretty dark. So anyway, as I'm going down this thing, and it's like a maze. It's not, you know, even though it's on the side of the train, you would think it was a straight line, but it wasn't. As you go down, it was like a maze. And so I'm going through this maze, and I'm traveling, and all of a sudden I see this light. And so I get down close enough to see where the light is coming from, and it's taking me even further into the ground. Like I had to go even further down. So I'm already freaked out because I fell down. Now I have to go even further down into the ground. So I started, but it was light over there, and because the light was still, I assumed the light was still coming from above, but this time the walls were the same color as the dirt. And so because the walls was lighter, it was just lighter there instead of where I was at. And the walls was like this white with these little brown patches in them. And I touched the walls as I'm going down, and some of the walls kind of flaked off. But anyway, so I go down, and I'm walking through this maze, and I finally, you know, finished this maze. I don't know how long I was in that maze. It seemed like I was in it for a long time. But finally I got out, and I'm calling it a maze, but a maze usually has different ways to go. And this one, it was only one way to go, but I just had to get through. I had to go through the whole thing. So finally, I get out this thing. And, you know, I go through the light part, and the light part takes me to where I finally come out. I come out, and there's these angels, and we're all dressed alike. You know, they're wearing uniforms like mine, you know, this robotic kind of looking uniform. And this one female angel was jumping up and down, and she was like hugging me from the back. She was hugging me from the back, and she was like, congratulations. And everybody was just so happy. And this one angel, the one who was telling me what to do, he was the boss. I knew he was the boss angel. And I've seen this angel before. This is and that's how I know it's an angel, because this is the exact same angel I saw in another vision that I did, called, you know, I forget the name of it, but I did a video where I said how angels are helping us out, and this is this is what that video looks like, for anyone. And I plan to put a link in the description box of this video too, so you can see it. But it was the same angel, so I knew that was my angel, and he was the one telling me what to do, and he was very kind, very nice. Everybody was very kind and very nice, but they were all very serious, very serious. Like, okay, you need to do your training, you need to pass this, kind of like that, you know, but they was really, really nice and everything. So once I got through the training, my angel called his boss, and his boss was another angel that was this really big, huge guy, really big, huge man, and he was also dressed like us. And when he called him, I saw him in the spiritual realm, and I saw him sitting in this office on this planet. He was in some kind of office, and my angel was talking to him, and I assumed he was telling him that I passed and everything, and because I remember sensing that he was saying I passed and stuff, because I could see, you know, the spiritual realm. And even though I say he called him, it wasn't like he called him on a phone, so I need to straighten that up too. He just spoke to him somehow. And anyway, and the other angel, I saw him talking to him, and he didn't have a phone or anything either. He was just talking out loud to him, or either talking in his mind, really. I think they was just talking in the mind. But anyway, and I was just looking at it, but I can't remember in that part of the dream. I can't remember what it was, but he was telling him that he was about to take me to the next point, something like that. So anyway, it was a really great dream, and I know that for you all listening, it might not get that excited, but I'm sorry. The angels training us, okay, that is really exciting to me. I've been smiling. I've been like geeked up about it all day. I wanted to do this video earlier, but I do Bible studies online, and I had one to do today, and that kind of took up my day, and I did some more, you know, stuff. Glory to God for the Lord, and just getting around to it. So I was really excited, been geeked up about this, and couldn't wait to do this video all day. So Anyway, they took me to the next point, and the next point was okay. I was already a train, and next point was a train station. So it was this building, and this place had this like white looking sand everywhere, and it looked like it was kind of like this abandoned area, and it was so weird because I knew I was on another planet. It definitely was not Earth or anything, and it was just weird being on another planet. It was really exciting though. I mean, and this dream was so real. Like I could feel everything. It was just great. So anyway, they took me to the train station. And I started not to include this, but I'm going to go ahead and include it because it does have some significance to it, because I know it was personal. God was telling me something. But anyway, I got to the train station. In the train station, my oldest daughter was there. I have two children. Both of my children are on fire for God. For some reason, I didn't see the younger one, but I think I'll explain why I don't think I saw her. So anyway, my oldest daughter was there, but she looked younger than she does now. She was shorter, and she looked like she was a lot younger. Now, she has a cousin who's about a year older than her, but at one point, her cousin came to live with us in real life. I mean, not live with us, but he came to stay with us for a while, and just vacationing kind of. And we had a lot of fun, and we bonded, and we got along great. Okay, now back to the dream. In this dream, we in this train station, and his mother, my sister, brought my nephew to me, her son, and she was like, "I need you to watch him." And she was like really nasty about it, like, "I need you to watch him, okay? I gotta go." And I knew she was coming from a partying lifestyle, and she just wanted to push him off and get rid of him so she can go back and party. And so she just kind of shoved him on me. And when she gave him to me, his diaper, he had feces and urine, and he was a mess, and he was bleeding, he was wounded, and he was neglected. In real life, in this dream, he was wounded and neglected. So, and then she left. She just kind of and she gave me a diaper bag, but it didn't have everything that he needed. I needed diapers and things to clean him up with and feed him and stuff. She didn't. It was hardly nothing in this diaper bag. And then she just hurried up and ran off and went to go back to the party. So I'm sitting in this training station, and it was before my destination came. And then she came, and I had got my nephew all cleaned up. Like I said, he was wounded and he was neglected. And I got him all cleaned up and everything. And in real life, because I kind of got to go back and forth to explain it, but in real life, he came to me like that. When I watched him before, he was like really, wounded and abused and everything. And not abused, like neglected, not abused, but like wounded and neglected. And I watched him, and we had fun. We went to an amusement park. This is in real life. And kind of got his spirits up high because he used to never smile. And he started smiling a lot, and he was always happy with me. And he just loved me to pieces. And he still loves me to pieces to this day. But I never get to see him. Never get to see him. So anyway, let me go back to the dream. So in the dream, she came back and to get him. And he was so sad, even though he was a baby. And I think that was just representing also, how his character, like he was like a baby, and she came back to get him, and she was like, "He's my son, and give me my son," because he didn't want to go with her, and we didn't want him to go with her, and we was all really sad because I had just got him all happy and everything. And she just like, "He's my son." And then she was like, "You ain't never seeing him again. I'm keeping him from you. You ain't gonna see him. I'm keeping him from you, blah, blah, blah." And in real life, this particular sister of mine, and I love her, and she'll probably never watch this because she doesn't watch my videos. She probably doesn't even know I do videos because we hardly ever talk. But in real life, she keeps my nephew from me, has kept him away from me for a while. But for a while, we wasn't talking at all for other personal reasons. But, just an example, I called over there today. Somebody answered the phone and hung up on me because I tried to tell her this dream. So they just answered the phone and hung up on me right away. And when I called to speak to him, she never lets me speak to him. So, yeah, in real life, she's keeping him from me. So this was like God telling me that, because I've been thinking that, but I didn't really know for certain. But the reason I wanted to include this little part was this. Okay, back to the dream. She picked him up, and I knew she was taking him back to a world of chaos. Okay, I knew that there was bombs because I saw it in the dream. I saw it in the spiritual realm. In the dream, I was looking in the spiritual realm, and I saw like nuclear bombs going off. I saw chaos. I saw people rioting in the streets. And in my dream, she knew these things was coming, but she didn't care. She was like, I want to go to the party. I ain't stunning you, and I'm getting out of here. And she was just wanting to go back and party and just have this life of partying, even though these horrific, bad things was happening. And the angels was not letting me and my daughter go back to that. And I think my daughter was young because she was about that age when we had him come over at that time. So anyway, but I think him being a baby was just signifying, what kind of condition that he was in mentally. But anyway, so she left with him, and it was really, really heartbreaking for me because I knew she was, putting him in this horrific environment of all these horrible things that's happening in the end days. And in my dream, me and my daughter had all our bags packed, and we was going to somewhere wonderful. So, and that was it. That was the end of the dream. So, significance of this dream is that God will be definitely, and he's revealed this to me before through many other dreams and visions that I've included, but I haven't pointed it out. But I'm going to tell you point blank, God is going to call some of us to be trained. He's going to send us back. We're going to minister. And just putting the dreams together, we're going to have abilities. Okay. I know, I could swim really good, and I normally cannot swim. I could fly, what else? And I could fly like super speed, like faster than Superman. The peace and knowledge and understanding just that I had, the on fire for God that I had, and I'm probably forgetting a lot of stuff. But we're going to have different abilities, and we're going to be warriors for God, okay? And the angels are going to help us and train us. And these angels, I'm telling you, they was really serious and really nice and kind. But definitely we have a work to do. We have a boss, and we have to do, what they tell us to do. And so that was the gist of my dream. And, I hope this will bless someone. And for those of us who are elect on fire for God, get ready. Get ready for your training. God bless you. Have a nice day.